Well, this is Wednesday, and you know what that means. AEWTF.
What does that mean?
And how many people on the roster do the Destroyer?
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to put over the PWG library.
I just think that people got fooled by the blood and girls bleeding.
Oh, man, those guys are awesome.
Welcome to AEWTF, and you know what that means. This is the Dynamite review from May 12th of 2021. So this was a live show. I don't usually know. I have to ask Omega, but I actually paid attention this time. That it's live. And I'm back. The draw, Sammy Callahan is somewhere really pissed at me. I forgot that he did that gimmick. That's a good gimmick, first of all. The draw.
Yeah, just means that you can't win any matches, but you never lose.
We got to smarten Omega up.
Oh, shit.
But also, I mean, not really like a true nickname.
No, I mean,
like not really living up to that.
I'm just gonna go around and start calling myself the main eventer or the jobber.
Yeah.
The guy who, for real, bashes you in the face with a baseball bat. That's a.
At Revenge, I'll just start calling myself the promoter.
I mean, yeah. How come no one's ever done that? Anyway,
moving on.
Anyway, wrestling stuff. So first match is Yuji Nagata and Jon Moxley, and I'll let Cash's Boner go ahead and talk first.
Oh, so
Are we sure it's Moxley and not Ricky Vaughn from Major League?
Yeah, it's so good.
So good. I don't know. The Wild thing grew on me. Like when he first did it, I was like, meh. And then when he won, I was like, okay, I feel better about it.
As a rule, I like when people use real songs. It kind of adds like a legitimacy to wrestling. But I just kind of dig Mox's AEW music.
Yeah.
Well, and Wild Thing was Onita's theme.
Yeah.
And I guess this week he announced that they're bringing back FMW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, do we have to tell Vance that Onita and Nagata are not the same person?
Well, first of all, don't lie to me like that. So.
Oh no, we need to hurry up.
That's not his first name?
Divert the conversation.
Cash is like doing his normal job of keeping us from getting canceled, even though, I mean, can that happen? Like,
not really.
But so yeah, this was awesome.
Like
I loved how even the production of it was different. They like followed the dudes to the ring. They just it came off a little more legitimate than normal AEW matches.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have that. Like even with no build whatsoever, no storyline, just like a random. Oh, hey, we're doing this match. The atmosphere was just so much more intense, and it just had like a air of importance to it.
Yeah,
it was such a good match for a dude that's over 50 years old. Dude, like Nagata is one of the smartest workers ever because he wasn't doing shit that he's not capable of. He sticks to like really stiff kicks and stuff that still looks good.
Well, did you see he set his goals to wrestle till he's 70? They said it on commentary during the match.
I mean, he still looked great.
Yeah.
I think the commentary really helped also because they weren't talking about next week at the pay-per-view or last week the Young Bucks did this during the match. They were actually calling the match we were watching.
Again, like
and they were going out of their way to let people who have no clue who Nagata is, like, let us tell you about his title reigns. Let us tell you about his history, like why this means something instead of people tuning in and going, Moxley and a guy that looks old? Okay.
Well, I also like that Tony Schiavone just was completely honest. He's like, yeah, he had a big feud with Ultimate Dragon. You were there for that, Tony. He's like, yeah. He's like, I haven't seen him since. I'm like, Jesus, Tony.
I have a feeling this more so than the Kenta match was like a dry run for New Japan if they're gonna do something with AEW because it seems like they gave him a bunch of notes and AEW listened to them all from like the way they presented it, how the commentators commentated it, how they. Right. I think they even for the first time used the word heavyweight when introducing the title because they don't call their titles the AEW ones by weight class, but New Japan or the IWGP United States heavyweight title. I bet New Japan's like, hey, do this, this, and this, and like, cool, we'll do all that.
They kept an extra zoom in on the belt too, like to get it. It seemed like when Bryce held it up, they zoomed in and like kind of kept it for a while. because I hadn't got to see the belt very much.
In general, I think that those production meetings that we had talked about they were finally doing clearly kicked in throughout the show. There was definitely notes I had of, look at that camera angle, and they actually did this, and
they've been doing production meetings the whole time.
Oh.
So there you go.
Yeah, we think that they're, but like, I think they're, according to Jericho, like they're kind of like just trying to make sure shit's better structured.
Yeah. I think we talked about it a little last week. I think it's not production meetings. He misspoke when he said that. I think it's more like agents and producers that go over the matches are actually meeting to compare notes before the show starts.
I have one huge complaint about production, but we'll get to it in a little bit. But speaking of production, just the opening, like just showing Nagata and Mox warming up, just like immediately set the tone, I thought.
Yeah.
It was just badass.
I was listening to the new Grillin' JR, and he was talking about Jerry Lynn randomly. And he's like, Jerry Lynn's one of the best producers we have back there. Him and Dean Malenko. He's like, I guess they're not producers for us coaches, but they do the same thing. And I was like, okay, well,
right.
That.
Speaking of JR, he seemed, I thought, like more invested in this match than a lot of matches he's been calling lately. Like, he seemed to, like, really just enjoy this match.
Well, I guess he did that New Japan thing here a while back, so maybe this felt more comfortable to him, honestly. So, but, yeah, so we're all in agreement this match was badass.
It lived up to all
I like the length, too.
I
like how it was shorter. Like, that's how long it needed to be. Exactly how long.
Yeah, so, I thought this was pretty perfect.
Yep.
The forearms were just absolutely vicious.
Yeah, I love Mox's cheek being busted open hard way. That actually added to the match.
Yeah.
I also like that I didn't know who was going to win. Like a lot of matches, it's been, you know how it's going to end already. It just as easily could have went the other way with New Japan saying, hey, we want our belt back, and then being like, okay, Mox is moving on with this tag thing, so he doesn't need to have that title right now.
Yeah, I kept expecting interference is what I kept expecting. And then Mox getting like beat because of that.
Let's also do a shout out how they had the young boy out there for Nagata, and they had the young boy for
the old boy,
the old boy,
and an old boy. But the bow at the end was cool, and the respect thing, it's all very cool. Then next we have the Ortiz talking about the inner circle, blah blah blah. I thought this wasn't very good.
The only takeaway.
Really?
My big takeaway was Santana's in jail.
Yeah,
so that's what I wanted to ask. What the fuck was he talking about?
So they just came up with a storyline reason. Dude was sick, and they didn't want to bring him to the tapings in case it was COVID. And spread it to everybody.
Yeah, they said he was arrested for using a fork. So
he pulled a fork out during the blood and guts match.
Yeah.
Well, so here's how good Santana and Ortiz are then. I was like, yeah, that could be fucking possible. I didn't know what he's talking about.
I liked the promo, but I think Sammy was the one that sounded the weirdest. Like,
yes,
we all know Hagar's not a great promo guy, but he came off.
Hagar?
Yes,
him too.
Whatever.
All Hagars.
And Ortiz had some straight fire when he was talking. So.
Yeah, I thought Ortiz and Hagar were really good. Sammy brought it down at the end, but overall I liked it.
And then
I already want to just lay out for this next one because I know Cash is going to go fucking nuts, and I'll probably be right there.
Oh, real quick about the other promo. I did like it until the later segment, and I'll say why later.
So Cody Rhodes promo, Jesus.
Fuck this. Fuck it. I hated every fucking thing about it.
Yeah. It was just way too over the top.
I don't understand how anyone, no matter what side of politics you're on, thinks it's a good idea to bring that into wrestling because you're automatically going to turn off half the audience with whatever side you're going with.
Yeah, what the fuck are they doing?
And what shoot interview did I miss with a Go-Go where he said something so horrific about America that warranted this?
It was just putting the British flag over him. They're treating him like
he laid a piece of cloth over him.
And he's like, now murder your whole country.
Yeah, it was. It felt
the only way I'll be okay with this is if a Go-Go for some reason has Sergeant Slaughter and Iron Sheik in his corner.
That would be awesome.
And Hacksaw Jim Duggan's and Cody Rhodes. And
Like, I hated this, but the payoff almost makes it worth it. Like,
I
this
honestly
shitty promo, shitty thing to talk about, but it's a cool moment that he's going to be American Dream.
I
Like, I get that.
Yep.
Yeah,
I wish
they would
that.
have built to it.
Yeah, save that.
It felt so forced.
Yeah, don't talk about the national anthem. Don't talk about this bullshit stuff about, oh, this guy's from England coming here from the Department of Transportation or whatever he
Yeah,
said.
it was so fucking. I felt like I was watching someone read someone's Facebook post.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The only
like him talking about his baby and stuff and the racial stuff. I'm not gonna say that doesn't have a place, but it didn't have a place in this. I don't understand why he like smushed that into like, oh, rah rah, America, fuck yeah.
we're the ones that made them slaves in the first place. Like America.
Man, Cody is a hell of a politician, though. I'll say that.
Yep.
That's what that entire speech was. I was like, oh yeah, he could run for like.
I think he's an awful politician because he just tried to play both sides, which means neither side's gonna like him.
Okay, so he's what politicians. He's what DC wants their politicians to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's bad for us. He's exactly what the parties want.
No, that's not what politics are like now. Like
You gotta be
on people in there.
hardcore, one way or the other.
Yeah.
I just feel even with the dramatics of the promo, again, they're just rushing through this whole factory Nightmare Family program like all together. Like
I don't think they are. The two people they see as real stars are Go-Go and Camarado, and he's working a Go-Go at the pay-per-view.
so
Yeah, I
we
think they would have built it a little bit though.
right. So but like we said last week, a Go-Go goes to hit him once and it's either over or he no-sells it and then that kills the gimmick.
I just
Where do
don't
we go
think
from
that
there?
this guy has done enough for Cody to be like, you know what? I'm bringing my dad. I'm gonna for
Yeah.
one night only. I'll be there. I'm like,
Yeah, that's a very good point. He should have saved that for something that actually matters.
something
Right.
big.
For the
like-
first time ever, this is the thing that means the most to me.
Yeah. Your dad's, he's like, only me or my brother can do this, and this is the time for. I'm like, no, it's not the time. I mean, I thought Cody delivered the promo. I just hated the content.
That's why I say he's a great politician. It was, I mean, just the way his voice, like the inflection in his voice. I mean, he was hitting all like it was a Barack Obama promo. I mean,
Yeah, very charismatic. But so we're all pretty much in agreement on that too. Next is the SCU tag match with the Young Bucks, and I want to start with this one because I love this match.
best Young Bucks match I've ever seen.
I wouldn't go that far, but I very much like this match too. A lot.
But to be fair, I'm not a Young Bucks fan. And watching this, I was like, this is fucking great.
Jason, agree?
Oh no, I love the match, top to bottom. Again, told a great story because I just assumed it was going to end in a swerve of some sort, so that it'd be the SCU doesn't have to break up, or I really wasn't hoping for Kazarian to turn on Daniels. Like if Daniels doesn't wrestle again, and this is his way to transition to being one of their coaches or whatever, I think that was a perfect way to go out.
Now, what I'm about to say may ruin a little bit of this for you guys if you didn't notice it, and now I'm pointing it out. It bothered me. Is I wish they wouldn't have cut away at the end.
I have a huge hold.
I got a big rant about that too. I thought we were going to get to that after the match. But it feels like I may have said this already once tonight, but this was such a good match for a dude over 50.
Yeah, man. Daniels did freaking great.
I'm pretty sure that's his last match. Like I wouldn't be surprised because he was just all out.
That king size blade job he did, I also love the spot where for a false finish, Kazarian's way back on the entrance ramp and sprints and does a dive through the ropes to break up the cover. That was sweet.
Yeah.
And I really think when Daniel slipped on the first attempt of the BME, I really think he did that on purpose. The way he landed. He was in total control.
So I have a note about that. Because me and Tim have always joked that like Christopher Daniels is amazing in the ring, but he's kind of the most boring worker ever because he's so good. Like he doesn't fuck up. And he's like just so methodical.
Machine-like, yeah. Like
machine-like. So when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, he's done because he's like, look at this. Like I'm finally after 7,000 matches going to miss a moonsault. or fuck up a
As a
moonsault.
done the BME a bunch, and also eating shit on it quite a bit. Trust me, you don't get to control when you fuck up for real.
Yeah, he landed pretty safely when he fucked up.
Well, that's what I mean. He did it because it was his last. He was like, "Let's just go ahead and have a botch."
And then Omega proves this theory that they're HBK because they do it. I'm sorry, I love you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, again, with the Bucks and the overselling of the dramatics, but the more I watch at least their matches, the more I become JR. Him saying, you ain't going to win playing to the hard cam. And why would anyone want to talk to Gallows that long? Yeah, right, JR. I completely agree.
You have to ask. I'm not the basketball expert here, but so Brandon Cutler, he's doing a riff on Horace Grant, right, with the face guard?
Yes.
What other reason for a face guard? There's no storyline or real injury. He's just wearing a face guard because he's the Horace Grant of the team.
Wow. My God.
I want to guess because he's like a douche.
I wish he would use it like as a weapon like D'Lo Brown, and then maybe I could allow it.
But they're trying to play it off like he's still a baby face, and he's doing this like against his will because they're his buddies.
Maybe the Young Bucks don't want to see his face.
I can see that. I don't want to see his face. So I'm with him. This is one thing we agree with. So.
I thought it was hilarious. I don't know if it was JR. 'Cause I don't know who it was on commentary, but one of them were like right as the Young Bucks came out, they were like, "Oh look, they have new gear." Like,
yeah,
they were so upset that the Young Bucks went out and spent some money on new gear.
Right.
So they had to think of the bleeding onto the shoes spot, right? That had to have been set up.
Yeah,
but
it was too good.
The cameraman actually is focused in on it.
Yeah.
I mean, see that they would have been like, hey, we're going to do this, but then I can also imagine them cutting to the wrong camera.
Well, you know how hard it is.
They see EVP, so they know if they fuck up on that shot, they're going to actually get bitched at.
Well, also, you know how hard, like, Daniels had to know, hey, I have to get a ton of color because 10 minutes after my gig job, I need to be able to still bleed on a guy's shoes and get enough blood on his shoes.
One spot I noticed that was stiff as fuck. So after Daniels gets back in there, he had kind of stopped bleeding a little bit, and they immediately went to a spot where Matt hit a spear and then starts punching him right in the eyebrow. But dude was not holding back. He was full on punching as hard as he could and cut back up.
Yeah, I assume that's probably was the plan. Then we'll open you back up, make sure you can bleed on the shoes. So
I want to believe that when Kazarian hits a Styles Clash, that at least the Good Brothers didn't know it was going to happen, or that he just did it on the fly. Like he was supposed to just hit something, and he's like, you know what? They're standing there. I'll just go ahead and hit Styles Clash. And it was weird that that's what they called it. Like, I get the reference. But
is AJ Styles all elite?
Oh my God!
Right.
You heard it here first.
It plays into the backstory of the Bullet Club thing.
Yeah.
Though. It's not,
definitely.
And Kazarian and Daniels are one of his buddies. So
I wish he would have done a better Styles Clash. He had him a little bit low for my taste, but whatever.
I think he just did it the safest way possible. Hey, your head's already touching, so I can't hold you up like I got folded up once. Kazarian's the one that took the gross one.
Yeah, and he was fine though. But yeah.
The weekly question of, so do the Good Brothers actually wrestle anymore for any company, or are they literally just the same thing as Brandon Cutler and Knock, just coming out and being stooges?
I hope they don't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not upset about it.
Especially with Gallows trying to look like Jesse the Body these days.
Yeah.
In his promo style later, we'll get to that as same promo style too.
All right, I think it's time for us to all dump on the finish now, how they fucking... It's real emotional fucking spot, and they pull the camera away from it.
Can we use my notes to kind of get us into this?
Go.
Sure.
So Young Bucks win the match. Incredible match, best Young Bucks match I've ever watched. I'm so glad everyone is powdering so we can get all the focus on Kazarian and Daniels. Okay, what the fuck is this Mox and Kingston thing? Would they just know that the Elite were out there? Wait, there's no fucking moment with Daniels and Kazarian? What the fuck is this? AEW production fucking sucks. So, storytelling is a goddamn roller coaster, and AEW just slammed the brakes on right as we hit the fucking peak.
The worst part about it, too, like, that is awful that they don't get the reaction in the moment of the most emotional part of the match. But then, too, the locker room thing amounted to nothing. They threw a couple chairs and bags. It was fucking pointless.
Right.
Total fucking waste.
Why couldn't we not get Why can we not get the Daniels Kazarian fucking moment, and then when we come back, show them in the locker room,
Or
It
do the
didn't
picture in
matter.
picture during the match. Here's what's going on right now.
Yeah,
in the
there
back.
you go.
Yeah, that's probably the best one. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I was so bummed because I really really fucking loved the match. Daniels Kazarian and the Bucks, they did what they were supposed to do. I was emotionally invested, and then AEW production happens.
They show a second of it when they come back from the break after they went to commercial, but it's not
Basically, just go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I want to see the live moment. You know what I mean? So, especially for a guy like Christopher Daniels who deserves that moment, who's been consistent for 30 years. You know.
Yeah, so
But
we wasted how many weeks of TV and Dynamite and everything else, been telling this story, and then we don't even get the fucking payoff. Good job, AEW.
We got to see Eddie Kingston lightly toss around some
for some reason.
I hope in 10 years.
Didn't even bother Mox and Kingston yet.
and
Just
then
because
Moxley
you're in
was
the same building.
Moxley said, "Screw this! I'm going to the bathroom."
I hope in 10 years we're talking about Christopher Daniels and we're all reminiscing and yeah, remember his last match, the bloody and all that? It's yeah, my favorite part was whenever Eddie Kingston started throwing the chair around while he was being sent off.
While Mox took a shit.
Yeah.
This is just a small note on Daniels that I find funny, but for his whole career, he comes out with the anti-religion gimmick and looking like a priest and all that stuff. But somehow over time it morphed into a general.
Yeah.
And, he called himself the ring. That's why he wore that, but it's just such a weird transformation.
It's way too Nazi-ish for me. If you ask me.
Yeah.
Some of his ring general gear looked very Nazi-esque.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, all right, we're all pissed at that. We can move on. So we get back in the break, and they do the SCU thing, but then they do Christian. Still mad about Taz, and some of the lines were funny about the buffet line. It's like me criticizing Taz at a buffet line, and I actually thought Matt Seidel's part was pretty good for not being a great speaker, but they made the joke about the slip up and all that. I thought this was actually decent.
I think it's a pivot too, because I would assume he would have been working Ricky Starks next week on TV.
Yeah, probably.
He had got hurt.
I don't like Christian, so I just didn't give a shit.
I love Christian, so that angers me.
I don't know what it is about him. His face, I guess.
Okay, Vince.
I just don't care.
I like Christian, but I can see why people don't. I personally like him, but I'm boring as fuck myself, so I get it.
I think Christian and Seidel would be really good if this were 2010 or 11 or 12. It'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Christian's a fucking great worker too. So it's not like I'm he's I think he sucks. I just don't fucking care. There's just nothing about him that I'm oh, this is really good. I need to watch it. I'm just well, there that dude is.
So I hate that their Money in the Bank is a casino battle royal. It's like the Royal Rumble and Money
It's not
in the
even
Bank.
the Money in the Bank though. This time they said they can use the shot anytime they want, but the last time they had one, it was a set date ahead of time.
Oh,
yeah.
So now it's money. It now became like Money in the Bank. Okay.
Yeah, last time it was legit Royal Rumble.
I think
Then you get the shot at Mania.
Money in the Casino. Is that what they're calling it?
Casino, yeah.
Dollars in the savings account.
What?
I don't know. That was awful. So I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm leaving the show, guys.
God.
Bye.
I am still holding my hopes out for this Impact crossover so we can get us a King of the Mountain match. That is all I care about.
You realize the Impact crossover is basically just Omega goes to Impact and nothing from Impact goes to AEW.
Yeah.
Well, we get
that.
young, or what are those guys' names? I hate Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah.
Those guys.
They get to hang around every week.
Yeah.
And wear
They would
fun
just be there for
clothes.
the free catering, even if they weren't booked.
Yeah.
That's fair. So next week we get that. That should be in the ring. It should probably be good. Cash won't give a fuck, but it'll probably be good. And then we get Orange Cassidy versus Pac, and I just love me some Pac.
Me too.
I got to note, everybody that came out for this match came out of the babyface tunnel.
All right. Good looking out.
I do not keep track of the tunnel thing at all.
I'm glad Omega does, because
It's
Yeah.
it's actually funny that we bring it up in the next segment or after this Omega comes out, and when he's going to the back at the very end of what they do, he actually said on the mic, "No, Don, we got to go out the heel exit or the heel tunnel." On the mic, he said it.
I didn't even realize that, but
So let's see what everybody thinks. So everybody's aware that Orange Cassidy got fucked up for real,
yeah,
right?
got
Yeah.
knocked
Yeah.
out and then shoot power bombed after being knocked out.
The original finish was supposed to be a time limit draw, and there was just too much time left, and Orange couldn't do it. So that's why they sent Omega out to hit him with the belt and do the double countout finish to get to the three-way.
Yeah, and you know
what part fucked him up?
the super kick off the ropes, sent him into the ropes, and he gives him a super kick, and then the power
Well, no,
bomb with the super kick.
The live bomb, he landed straight up like fucking when D'Lo dropped draws. It was nasty. It was gnarly.
Okay.
I mean, also, Pac just completely started stomping on his head legit at one point.
Earlier,
And they're like,
yeah.
look how red his face is. Well, that'll happen.
Yeah.
Someone stomping on your head.
I really like Pac. He's awesome. Just
Dude, yeah, that dude's so fucking good. Like, every time I see him, I'm like, oh, yeah, Pac's amazing. Like, I always kind of
Omega, do
forget.
you remember how blown away we were at Dragon Gate? Like how jacked he was and how nice of a dude he was?
Yeah.
He was like a super cool guy because he was like the star at that point in Dragon Gate, and he was just the friendliest, shook hands, talked to everybody.
He went out of his way to talk to pretty much everyone that was doing the tryout, whether they looked like they belonged there or not.
Yeah, he was a very cool dude. Like,
Could any of you understand him?
Yeah, he actually.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound like a chimney sweep in real life.
He's a lot more soft-spoken, yeah.
Hello, Desmond.
Governor Desmond?
The top rope shotgun drop kicks, I love those.
Yeah, God.
Like, I just like the whole idea of it too, where like Pac just kept like,
Pillar
all
to
right,
post.
you won't stay down? Fuck you. Here's another one.
Actually gnarly in this match, too.
So we all agree. I think the whole show the matches up to this were so awesome, and it sucks that this got messed up because it had potential to be good.
It also fucked up the rest of the show's timing.
I think so too. Yeah.
They were just off the whole time.
I will give them a little bit of credit for finding a way to still get to where they were going that didn't force Orange Cassidy to go another 5 minutes when he was clearly fucked up.
Yeah, they did improvise well. Like, yeah, I mean, that worked. And on the fly, that was the best you could make out of that, I think. So I think Kenny Omega's promo sucked extra on the ramp because he was just
him and the Young Bucks are taking acting lessons from the same place. So
Yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna be as
Is that
cheesy as I can be.
WWE Network? Is that where they're taking their...
Yeah.
My favorite part of the whole thing, though, at the end there was like dorky ass Tony Schiavone wandering out onto the stage and just being like, excuse me, I have a word from the back. Like, I was just like, can we not get like
Right. Like,
And then
Excalibur or something?
And then after Omega gets mad, he goes, he's like, "Hey, I'm just giving you the message, man." He's like, "Oh." Yeah.
Tony just looks like a camp counselor that is never gonna go away from the camp, and he's just gonna hang out for the rest of his days.
So I think I think that's a weird main event for their pay-per-view. I don't think they have so much other stuff they could do better.
Well, are we sure that's
not
going to
the
be
main
what
one.
ends it?
yeah,
Yeah,
it might
it's
not
not the
actually be
main-
the
not the
final.
Title
They
match, I mean.
said, didn't they say it was? I thought they said that's going to be the main event.
Hmm.
I thought on commentary they said
I think
the
they
heavyweight
did.
title is the main event,
I think they did.
or not the heavyweight title, but the AEW title.
But that might not mean they actually mean it. You know what I mean? They might. say
Yeah,
main event, but-
I just remember hearing that though.
Yeah. But maybe this isn't the Stadium Stampede that night too.
Like that's probably the main.
I assume that's the main.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
It's going to be weird because they're going to have a full audience and they're going to be doing that match in the next building over. But is it going to be taped like last year?
it's also I think it's gonna be hard to
Oh,
be because that match was almost a comedy match. I mean, it was a comedy match last year, and they just had this brutal, bloody. I'm gonna murder Chris Jericho. Are we gonna do comedy now, or are we gonna make this?
No, I do think there's a way to do this without comedy in it and make it more violent and
I
bloody. If that's what-
agree.
I don't know, but
I just hope they don't go the way the first one did after going to brutal and bloody, and then we get funny show tunesy Jericho and MJF back. So the elites in the locker room, Gallows is upset and cuts a terrible promo. That sounds like he's in the 80s. Did I miss something?
That's where they sit around in a circle and praise the Lord.
Yeah.
So glad we got the payoff to this earlier angle.
Did anyone notice not only the promo content was bad, but like the audio was all jacked up for the camera they used in the back for this and when Moxley and Kingston did whatever they did.
Well, and at that point, it just kind of looked like they just piled all their stuff in a neat pile in the middle of the room. Like they threw the chairs, but they put all of our stuff in a pile.
There's 4 promos in a row. I'm just saying right here. Mega, do we have a promo count to a match count?
Yes, for the final of the show, there were 17 overall segments. 12 of them were promos, 5 of them were matches.
Wow.
That's a good episode for them. They're usually up to like 15, 16, 17 promos.
God.
Does it seem like they usually do 5 matches every week?
5 or 6 is about
5 or
the
6? Okay. I thought, okay.
Well, and if they would have known that the Pac Orange Cassidy match was going to be so short, there probably would have been a 6th match, I assume.
Sure.
Yeah.
So then we get Adam Page just doing Adam Page stuff, being like, yeah, I was eventually going to lose. I mean, it just happens.
So I would like to know the math for the ranking system.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
how's losing 1 match
You dropped 4 places.
to, first of all, the FTW champion? How do you drop 4 goddamn spots?
That's not a thing, just so you know.
Well,
Hey, he has the belt.
Here's the real answer with the little simple math. Pac and Orange Cassidy, neither one of them have lost at all this year. So 1 loss does bring them below them, you would think.
Okay. All right. Look at you.
They said that during commentary. I didn't come up with that on my own.
You go to fucking Harvard? Speaking of accents, I guess, I can only, for some reason, like, I know before I said that Adam Page reminds me of the dude from Letterkenny, but last night I could only picture Owen Wilson.
He does look like Owen Wilson.
Like, I don't want him to get hurt, but I do need somebody to break his nose really bad.
Wow.
So he can have the fucked up nose. And
That makes me sad. That makes me sad, though, because I've always said that JD and Vance were Owen Wilson and...
yeah, like,
maybe you just finish a promo with a wow. You know,
well,
yeah, like JD and Vance are Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, like in
Wedding
their souls.
Yeah, in our souls.
Well,
And
JD straight up looks
JD
like him.
Vince
You put a
Vaughn.
toupee on that man, and it's a stunt double.
And I broke my nose a couple times, so
And
I
I can break it for you again if you need to really
no,
get the crookedness of it. No, I wanted to help you with this.
Don't stop helping me.
Vance,
If it's on a
say
podcast,
wow. Right
Legally
now.
binding.
I'm not saying what. Oh, they almost did it. Almost got me.
Almost got it.
Hey Vance, what was that really awesome wrestling magazine back in like the mid '90s?
Oh wow, you guys talking about wow? First of all, I still subscribe to WoW. I'm the only one left.
I can't believe you fucking knew it. I can't.
It's switched over to World of Warcraft now. It's not even about wrestling.
I
still
legitimately thought I was the only one that ever read that magazine.
Well, I just knew that existed, and I knew the setup, so I had to deliver.
Good job.
Yeah.
Telling him how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
So we
get together and plan this whole show.
yeah, we worked that
It's
out.
scripted.
We got it on the 12th time, so I would be impressed. I kept saying PWI Insider, and then Cash would get mad.
So much editing.
Yes. Anyway, Adam Page.
All right.
Adam Page is going to wrestle Brian Cage and Dime Dallas Page, and
I couldn't even remember what the fuck the promo was because I was too busy with the Owen Wilson thing.
yeah,
I didn't think of it, but how is JR going to commentate that match without messing up?
there's no way. It's
Oh,
impossible.
hey, Brian Cage.
Too many ages. That'll be interesting. Well, I'll keep track of how many fuck ups he has.
So this next one you guys are going to have to help me with because I got a work phone call during it, and then I didn't have time to go back because I thought we were going to start at 8, and then Jason lied to us, and so I could have watched it, but I want to make sure I was done in time. But MJF promo with the Pinnacle. I only got little bits and pieces. So someone
Best line of the
go
whole
ahead.
program was he called the crowd mouth-breathing pores.
Yep. That was good.
And then blah, 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 until he gave him some watches. They really milked it.
He gave them some wrist jewelry, and it was
Oh, sorry.
very weird and awkward when he said it that way.
Didn't know Didn't realize he said it so fucking weird.
Yeah.
They were doing a bunch of.
Well, so he had to say, he said, I got them the finest wrist jewelry you could get. And
I
then,
wish
like,
he made him.
It's a lot.
I wish he made him macaroni, like you know.
well,
like,
all of the other members of the group kind of look at him weird. And he goes, they're watches. Like, because everybody was like, what the fuck is wrist jewelry?
This guy bought us bracelets,
Yeah.
friendship bracelets.
Friendship
yeah.
bracelets.
and
Okay,
then
first of all, if we don't get friendship bracelets for this podcast, I'm not doing it anymore.
oh no!
Anyway, so
And then we got Ortiz, Sammy, and Hagar, and some sort of dune buggy dragging clearly a little bit of the bubbly in a tank with a hose, and Jericho sits up like the Undertaker.
Did you see him hiding?
I
Not
did.
until he stepped up.
So I did catch it by then, and so are they just? They literally sprayed a guy with alcohol from a truck and then did the flip off to end the thing. Like, come on.
So, okay. So,
They've always done the flip off thing. That's not
Yeah.
like them doing it
Yeah.
just for this segment.
But they can't. But the combo is the problem.
okay, so here's some notes. First of all, this one I still support it, I think, but I really don't know what I meant. I have noted here that Shawn Spears is the Jeremy Piven of pro wrestling. So, anybody want to tell me what that means?
Nothing.
I think I know.
From
Like,
misconduct?
he's not as talented as like some people think he is.
Does he have a really good crossbody? Remember Jeremy Piven?
Oh,
with
he
the
did
whole
have a
cross?
hell of a crossbody.
That's a weird thing to remember about Jeremy Piven.
All right. So then Tully Blanchard's, other than the wrist jewelry thing, Tully Blanchard's fucking great. I thought his promo part was really good. Like, I don't know where that dude went for all the years.
I will say this. I agree with everything good you're saying about Tully, but I cannot take my eyes off the fact that either he or he had somebody put rhinestones on his jacket to make mountains on the of his suit, and it's just so weird and awkward. For
Well,
a 60-year-old man to walk around like that.
He's the best. So then more timing stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure Inner Circle missed the cue. Like, there was some weird delay, like, and I think Tully or somebody had to keep kind of like ad-libbing some shit.
Well, when you're at Daily Place and you hear a car horn, you know where the ramp is that every car comes in from. Why are you looking around anywhere else?
Ready for here's how you run this whole segment. Just step back. Like
Yeah.
What?
they can only reach the middle of the ring. Like when they were spraying,
now-
just take one step back, Warlow.
In the Pinnacles,
You don't know what kind of gravity that champagne has attached to it.
I assumed that this water hose was rigged by the same person that did the explosions, that
Yeah.
did the fall off bag from last week, and that it honestly was not going to actually hit the ring, and they stayed closer so that if they ran towards them, they would then get blown back. I really thought that's what was going to happen. They're like, listen, just in case, don't stand too far away so that we can still hit you with this hose. You might
That's
have to
what she
run
said.
at us first.
Well, let's be fair here. The ring was fucking drenched. Like, it may not have
Yeah.
reached the other turnbuckle, but it was fucking soaked to the point where I was just dumbfounded. How the fuck are they going to have matches after this?
I thought about that too. I was like, that water's gonna make that ring stiff. I actually thought. So.
Like, you could change the canvas, but that was soaked down to the fucking boards beyond the pads, man.
Yeah.
So I think this is actually a good direction to go in. Only because, like, the bad camera work for the bump off the cage was so bad. Like, it was just another moment where, like, you know, the big finale gets fucked. That, to me, it would have been hard to buy into them still being, like, completely out for blood. Like, I think they kind of had to do
Tone it down.
do something to kind of, like, get, I don't know. I thought maybe it was kind of a way to, like, divert people's thinking about that match being, because it's kind of the same thing they did with Mox and Kingston right after. They had them kind of just, like, try to move that in a different direction after the big explosion fuck up.
Yeah.
Overall, I did like the segment. Like, these are the type of things when wrestling was popular that Raw and Nitro did that they haven't done in fucking 20 years. When was the last time Raw did anything but a boring match and a boring backstage segment?
I am glad they're trying stuff like this. I agree.
Yeah.
This is the segment, though, that made me not like the earlier Inner Circle promo. Because during that promo, they were out for fucking blood and like psychopaths, and then they kind of come back and do this little funsy thing.
Well, what we're supposed to get from that is when they're on their own, they are crazy. But when Jericho's around, they're like, we got to do a bit of the bubbly, I guess, because Jericho did show up at the building. So
no, they're like Jericho shows up. He's like, God damn it, I don't care that they threw me off the cage. I just need to sell merch. Let's go out there and
I got champagne to move, son. So then JR sits down with Britt Baker. Obviously in the the football arena, like doors you come in, like it looked like they were sitting at, like right near it.
Yeah.
This was the typical. I mean, this is Britt Baker promo. Same thing as normal. Again.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. She put Sheeta over really well, but then got herself over more.
And she had to do and everyone's the baddest bitch or this bitch or that bitch, of course.
And then drop the F-bomb.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she dropped the F-bomb.
Fucking hard to kill.
Oh, okay. I thought it didn't even register with me.
For a second, I thought it was going to be a fucking advertisement for Impact, but I think that was a pay-per-view that already happened.
It is. Fucking hard to kill. I would respect Impact way more.
Stay tuned tonight to see the Steven Seagal doubleheader of Hard to Kill.
I was going to say, really good movie, too.
Yeah.
I liked it was cheesy, but I liked the line about not needing life support when you have a pulse.
Yeah.
No, I like that, too.
Yeah.
You can tell she's actually a real doctor.
You set the bar real low.
She completely understands how the heart works.
Yeah, she knows heart. She's got to be a learned doctor. Thunder Rosa is back. That's awesome.
I did not catch the name of the person she beat.
Jasmine Allure. All of us knew. Cash was the only one who botched it.
Then it wasn't even long. The match wasn't even long enough that the announcers ever said her name.
Which was, I thought this was great.
You're wrong. You're dead wrong. This was really awful.
I mean,
okay.
I'm just glad Thunder. Right. So the match wasn't very good, but I'm just glad Thunder Rosa's back and she just squashed someone and was over with quick.
Right. Even in the sense that it was a squash, she deserved better. Could you guys not tell how bad the miscommunication was when she was trying to hit her finisher?
Yeah.
She would not move her legs, so she did like a little shoulder breaker, and then got up and tried to move her legs again, and she still couldn't get her into place.
Like it looked like she had a wedgie or something. She was trying to pull it out for her because she wouldn't move her legs. Yeah, it definitely did not look good.
Like, so, I know I'm kind of a nobody in the grand scheme of things, but maybe if you're on national TV and it's your first time and you're not 100% sure how to take someone's finish, just fucking ask them to put you in it so you know how to get in it and don't look like an idiot, Jasmine Allure.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason that you didn't hear Jasmine Allure's name was because they spent the first half of the 2-minute match just running down Britt Baker for not mentioning Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
Also, how the fuck is that ring dry already?
That's why we went to a pre-taped promo somewhere else so that they could go ahead and get that.
You've never had to wrestle on a wet ring, apparently.
It
sucks. Let me think. Nope, never on a wet ring.
Or a dry one. Or
a dry one.
Yeah, I was saying, what about a dry one?
Worst case of that, there's a bumfuck show in Ohio that me and Jugs and JD and Dorian and Proctor and Wicked were all on, and they cleaned their canvas before the show started with bleach. So the entire canvas and the pads were soaked with bleach.
Oh my god!
They were trying to kill one of you.
You're wrestling at a fair and for Arpin, and Zach Vincent's on the outside, and it's raining, pouring rain down at a fair. And I go to the top to do a moonsault the outside, and the promoter jumps up, blocks the moonsault, and makes me not do it mid-show. And I'm like, what? Like he and I was
should have fucking done it anyways.
He said, "Our insurance isn't going to cover this."
I was so confused.
You just say, "Hey, man, I'm working my character out there. I'm not breaking kayfabe. If you told me to stop, I wouldn't really stop."
I was just so confused. I was like, "Did Zach get hurt? What's happening? Is the show shut down? Like, what is happening?"
I mean, breaking kayfabe was not that important for him. He is the man who thanked the carpet supplier for the nice padding for the
the nice
ring.
Soft padding for the. He said soft padding for the wrestlers.
Yeah, yep.
I forgot that he said that.
Oh yeah, live mic in the crowd.
And the worst part of that tri-state ring felt like fucking cement, dude. That didn't move an inch. That carpet padding didn't do shit for anybody.
Yeah,
It's still
wasn't
the
even-
hardest ring I've ever been in to this
He
day.
broke kayfabe for fucking nothing. Like, yeah, that was still that took years off of all of our lives.
Yeah,
Even Jason for just having to watch us, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I got lost. Where you start shooting on
We are
tri-state?
at the main event.
Yeah, well,
No,
Jade's promo is the main
We are
event.
not at the main event.
if you didn't know, Jade's that bitch.
she is.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Jade anymore. Like, I'm over it.
Me too.
Why are they redoing Macho Man's fucking storyline from the 80s? Like, I need a man. Is she going to pick a dude that's a real life dude? Is that where this is going?
Did you realize that I was watching like a random or read an article, random 10 people that turned down WWE contracts. I guess she was offered one and didn't take it.
Yes, we've actually talked about that on the podcast multiple times already.
I did not even realize. I forgot.
Tim,
Then you forgot something.
everything Tim says is pre-recorded.
Yeah,
He doesn't listen to this or participate.
I've been.
I
dead
didn't know
for
that
years.
9 years ago, and Cash is using a soundboard right now.
Yeah, I see into the future.
He's gotten really good at it. But I was forced to say that. So, and then we get
Say that one thing I like to hear.
wow.
That's it. All right, let's move on. That was
So we
disappointing.
get the Darby Allin video, which I thought was actually really good.
I loved it.
Weird, but really well done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, again, just setting him apart from everyone else doing promos right now.
Yeah.
It
I have a
was.
feeling I love this match that just is coming up here.
Well, like the video, like towards the end of it, where he's just like really aggressive and all that, like it just gave me the feelings like it's just a dead man like marching to the he knows he's walking towards his death, but he's just stubbornly like fuck it, I'm going. Like I loved it. I thought
He's getting hooked up to the electric chair and flipping off the fucking executioner.
Yeah, I thought it was a perfect promo to just one last little bit of selling point for this match.
Is Darby their best character they have, period?
I think so.
I think
mean,
probably.
Yeah.
At least one or two. I can't think anyone off the top of my head, so I'm going to go with him right now.
Yeah. So next we get the actual main event, not Jade Cargill, as much as Cash wants it to be. So Miro and Darby, and I loved it.
Fucking amazing.
Me too.
Yep.
It was the roller coaster I talked about earlier. It was that done correctly.
He beat the shit out of Darby Allin.
What's
beat
funny?
the shit
So Darby comes out, and it's clear that Dustin Rhodes had to change the way he did his face paint because of Darby. So now Darby comes out and rips Dustin Rhodes off by doing the bottom half, top half thing. That's kind of fucked up.
That'll show him.
And is it a spoiler if you put the result of the match on your penis? Because Miro
Yeah.
had the TNT belt right there.
I knew we'd get one last penis in here.
Miro.
Oh, that ain't the last one. Come on now.
That's what I told her.
Penis.
Heyo.
Smash.
I have written down here that this is basically just a lion mauling a baby zebra.
Yeah.
Like, it was so good. It was just.
Well, it's because he was striped black and white. That's right.
I changed it from I changed it from gazelle to zebra because of that. Yes.
The funny thing is, I don't even know what a color gazelle is. It could be black and white.
It's not.
It's like a brown.
It's
No,
horns kind of are.
It could be.
Also, the weird Ethan Page Scorpion Sky jumping Sting. In
It was
small
the most.
little box.
It was the only bad part of the match, I thought.
And then,
And
It
then
happened in the commercial, and Sting no sold it.
yeah, it's like, and then Sting got
Yeah.
back up and started managing again like nothing happened.
Yeah, I honestly thought I'd made it up. Like,
Fever dream.
yeah,
So
I
the
was
funny
like,
thing-
I was like, maybe that was like from last week, and they were just showing a replay, and I was like, I cannot. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
After they jump him and then they go to the commercial or whatever and they come back and he's standing with his back to the hard cam and I honestly thought, who is this blonde guy that's standing, like, because I'm still thinking Sting doesn't have hair that looks that color at this point in life. I'm like, who is the guy that's now standing out there in Sting's place? It would Sting.
It's NWO Sting. You finally
Yeah,
get
it
to work
could've been.
again.
That fucking dive where Darby just bounces off
Jesus.
of Miro,
Yeah.
so good.
I don't even know who got the worst of that one. It was
I don't know.
I think Darby did.
Darby does not give a fuck about himself at all. Literally at all. Like, it's not a gimmick. It's not like he does not care.
It's gonna be interesting to see if he can still work in like 7, 8, 9 years from now.
I'd even say 3.
Yeah, I mean, like if I could come back for one more match and I was allowed to pick anybody to work, like I want to work Darby so bad. Like that dude.
What the hell with you?
I think you and him would have a really good fucking match though. When you're able to control shit with a smaller guy, it's usually pretty good.
Yeah, and I just feel like that dude makes everyone look like a fucking killer. Like
He does.
not number 10 because nobody could.
Yeah. Well, he's not a miracle worker.
He made him look like a
Not Shawn
killer.
Michaels.
He made him look like a killer, but just like one that sneaks up from behind like a pussy and like uses chloroform.
It kind of fucks it up. Like doesn't really do a good job.
His-
Has to have his mom bury the body because he's too scared.
Yeah.
and he chooses a horrible mask to murder people in, too.
I fucking loved the Darby Sting fist bump. Darby stands up like his last fucking. This is his last march towards death, and he fucking takes that desperate swing. Miro's looking like a goddamn psychopath.
Yeah, he does.
The whole thing.
Slapped
is just
the
beautiful.
absolute shit out of Miro, and Miro didn't even budge.
Yeah. Whoever put this match together, like I'm sure it was a multiple effort, but fucking kudos. Like.
And I really like the line on commentary. That's a good strategy by a bad man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
The only slight thing I'm going to ding this match for at all is I don't know what happened with the camel clutch deal at the end. Flopping right to his back looked like it didn't hurt at all, so it was a weird
Yeah.
match.
And
Yeah,
any other
that
match
was awkward.
that
I'm
would have been a
thinking-
pin on Miro, because that's what I was expecting it to become. Was Darby's
too.
taking the belt after all.
Same.
Yeah, because he technically did get pinned.
Yeah, I
What
wish he
made-
would have rolled. I thought he was going to. Darby tried to roll. He'd roll back over. Maybe they try that again. He rolls back over, and then he's in the middle of the ring, and it's cinched, is what I thought maybe
One of-
they were going to go to. But
One of the highest compliments I could give this match is I legitimately did not know who was going to win. I knew there were
Same here.
chance for both of them because they're both presented so well.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know because I assumed Miro was going to be the one to beat Darby for the belt, but then I was like, they might just leave it on him for a while. Like he might have like a year or two run.
yeah,
Yeah, because they kept saying how this would be record-setting if he won this match, be the 10th defense. And so I was like, oh, well, maybe they are going to just keep it on him. If nothing else, they'll just do a rematch at the pay-per-view. He'll set the record. Miro can still get the belt.
Right.
I think how it shakes out after this is probably Darby and Sting versus Scorpio and Paige, and you get Miro versus Lance Archer.
yeah. That's what it
Seems
looked
like
like.
it, yeah.
And if we can have Miro versus Lance Archer and they just get in there and beat the shit out of each other, I am down for that for a long program.
I want somebody to kidnap both of them and strap them to chairs and play nothing but Stan Hansen versus Vader matches for the next
There you
3 or
go.
4 weeks. until that pay-per-view.
Yeah. Let's fucking do that.
Yeah, Clockwork Orange 'em.
Mhm.
But
So yeah, this show opening and finish just perfect way to start, perfect way to end. Like,
yeah, that second match, that tag match was so great too.
yeah,
Like,
and then the amazing tag match.
can I do rating first since I missed last week? Because I think you guys would kind of be surprised.
Sure.
A 10.
82.
Holy shit!
Yeah, dude. My favorite episode of Dynamite so far.
Wow.
All right, I'll go next. An 85.
Oh my God!
What is happening here?
Omega's blocking out. Where am
Oh,
I?
no.
Even
I want
with
to go next.
even with the Cody Rhodes thing, it was this whole show was just fucking awesome.
I agree.
I want Jason to go next so I can change my number if I have to here.
Is this 2 weeks in a row? I'm agreeing with Cash. Did we have the same last week too? I had an 85 and thought, depending on how the Orange Cassidy Pac match would have gone had there not been the injury, it might have even been higher. If that would have went to a draw without any outside interference, nothing else, it would have been even higher. But yeah, all of the matches, especially Thunder Rosa, except for the Thunder Rosa match, I just was fantastic this week.
And the Jade Cartville main event was good.
Yes.
Right. I feel like they got their million. They won the ratings last week, and they're like, we got to keep this rolling so that we can do it 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, this is by far my favorite episode of Dynamite. There's 3 matches
Jesus.
matches on here that are just great.
I thought I was being generous, and you guys are going to be way lower than what I have. So I really liked the big 3 matches that were really good. And if I went strictly by the ratings I gave matches, it would probably be higher overall. But I knocked it down because the Rosa match was so bad. The OC and getting hurt really derailed that. The fucking Cody promo, too, I dinged it a bunch. So my rating is only a 67.
So the Cody,
Someone's an AEW hater.
yeah. See,
I still say I liked the show overall. It's just I guess I didn't like it as much as you guys.
I always, I mean, like, if you'll notice my ratings, most of them are usually based on like match quality, or like if there's a really just something I hate match wrestling wise, then it really ruins. But these matches, that women's match was so short, I didn't care. So that's why it didn't really bring it down so much. Right. And like the majority minute, if you go all the minutes of wrestling, just the minutes of actual in-ring action, probably 90% of the minutes or more were just great.
Yeah,
okay. That's honestly a fair thing to say. I get that.
Yeah, and I mean, so there were 2 things.
Like another thing that I dinged it down a lot is for taking away from the SCU.
That hurt my soul. Yeah, I could have probably went higher.
There were 2 things that I think I hated more than I've hated anything else AEW's done, but the matches were so good that even that, like, I was like, this is just such a good fucking night of in-ring wrestling.
Dude, I would put these up against AEW's pay-per-view matches they've had since the company history.
Yeah, to me, these were phenomenal.
Yeah. So I was, that the Miro Darby was a pay-per-view quality match. That SCU tag match was a pay-per-view quality match, and so was the first match, Moxley and Nagata. Those were all, like, if you put all those on a pay-per-view, I would still call it a good pay-per-view. We got it on free TV, so.
Right.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, Moxley and Nagata, and then Miro and Darby, like, that's my wrestling.
That's your wrestling, yeah.
So, perfect opening. And then the tag match, just, like, the intensity.
I think the tag match was my wrestling.
Well, SCU, like, I mean, because it is their last tag match, assumingly, and I think maybe Daniels, like, you could just tell, like, they were on a different level.
My favorite wrestling is
backseat driver, which I popped for.
Yeah,
everything they did was just so, like, focused and just so perfect.
I like spotty wrestling. Don't get me wrong. So that's why, like, I like a lot of sometimes when the Bucks, the stuff they do or whatever. But what I hate is non-emotional wrestling. They were able to give me spotty and super emotional. So that's, to me, my favorite.
Which is why the Young Bucks as heels is the best version of them, because they still do some spotty, but they tone it down and put some storytelling in too.
Yeah, and they just had the best. They had a good story about a guy I actually, truly, in real life respect, and so.
Yeah, I thought even like all of the like over the top spottiness of the Young Bucks, it all made sense in this match. There was nothing they did that I was just like it was forced. It wasn't contrived. Like, it was just everything worked.
Yep.
This week's rating, they got just under 1 million, so they still held most of the audience from last week.
Yeah, I saw just under 1 million.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna, if they can keep this. I mean, just keep anything close to this up. They're gonna blow WWE out of the goddamn water.
I was gonna say Raw's at like what, like 1.7 or something. It's not that far away, right?
I don't know if you've seen the. Well, yeah, they're doing like just under 2 million. Sometimes it's 1.7, 1.8, and AEW getting up to like 1.1, 1.2, 1.2. But I don't know if you guys know about this. So AEW is starting to go back on the road, right? And they're filtering in live events and stuff. And starting in November, there are dates for live TNT show on Fridays.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
It just says live TNT show. So they've been rumored to have a second show starting forever. They may be on Friday night going against SmackDown.
Huh.
That would be interesting because SmackDown's, I mean...
Actually
that's the best of what WWE is.
Yeah, it's actually good, yeah.
But I mean, honestly, to me, WWE just doesn't really offer you anything. And AEW,
It offers you one thing: a 75-year-old billionaire's view of what he wants wrestling to be.
yeah, yeah, like there's never a payoff to anything. There's no reason to ever be invested in anyone or anything that's happening.
Can we talk about how
AEW is going to pull away, I think.
Are you saying you guys aren't excited for WrestleMania Backlash this weekend?
I'm waiting for
Money a little.
or WrestleMania SummerSlam.
So is it not weird to everybody else that like Jason Jordan is the lead producer on SmackDown now?
Yeah, it's weird.
That's
That
what
is
happens
very
when your dad's
strange.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
But it could also be we've all worked jobs where people just like their people in place. Like all the agents that are there now are dudes that work for and not strictly WWE guys. Jason Jordan's from the ground up a WWE guy, so maybe Vince just feels confident with him knowing the WWE system more than like Hurricane, who's went out there and worked other places, or Abyss is one of the big agents there now. He'd never worked WWE.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if we don't get Abyss doing something one day in a WWE ring that he's there. Just something. Like with they almost did with Adam Pearce, you know.
Well, they did him being like AJ's chalkboard guy for a couple weeks, but that really wasn't a thing.
Mm.
Yeah, they kind of teased, I thought at one point, like the Joseph Parks gimmick. And then, like, I was like, oh, this could be kind of interesting. This could be fun. And then just nothing.
It could also be them being hesitant because TNA's been real wishy-washy about what. Like at one point they were suing the Hardys and not letting them do the broken shit, and then at another point they're like, "Oh yeah, we changed course completely. Now everybody owns their own gimmick that ever did it," which is why EC3 could beat EC3 in WWE. But like, I just wouldn't trust that shit. Maybe that's why they're. This is a strictly TNA thing.
This will tell you how, I know this is random, but how rarely I use my browser on my tablet. I was trying to figure out why my other tab says Justin Roberts' nickname. I was like, what in the world? I was like, oh, yeah, that was like 2 podcasts
He's the
ago.
Dapper.
Yapper.
Yeah,
Dapper
Yapper. Yep.
Ugh.
Ugh. And that's the way we'll end it. Ugh. So,
That should be how we end a show that was rated to the side.
Yeah, actually, it's the highest rated show we've ever done, adding our scores together, not even having to do any kind of math or think about it.
Did you happen to have a rating for War Games? Because we didn't have it last week to say on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I never really actually thought about a rate. I usually build my rating. I kind of get a guess, and then I build it as we talk about it, you know? Like, I knew this was going to be between 75 and 85, and I kind of or 70 to 85, somewhere in that range, and kind of as we talk about it, I try to remember everything. So that would probably hit mid. That would have been middle for me, in between, 40 and 60, and I had been convinced one way or the other.
Because I think all of us were either high 70s or 80s last week.
I was definitely lower than you guys, and I could have been convinced a little bit as we went, but I probably would have been like 55, 60. I really didn't like the cage. I really didn't like the cage match.
What is wrong with you?
I just did think there was too much of doing nothing. There was some good stuff, but there was so much hanging out and waiting.
I thought at the end there was.
Yeah, I just thought the whole time I was like, I'm bored. The only thing that entertained me was how much blood was coming out of what's his name's head. I was like, Jesus.
Wow, you are a heartless son of a bitch.
I am, and I hate. Of course, the finish I hated. Why couldn't they just raise that up like 4 feet so he went into a black hole into nowhere? Come on.
Yeah, it's whoever.
Or just don't paint it to make it look like metal.
Yeah, that was shitty too.
Or put it on one of the 3 sides of the ring where it's actually a far fall, and no matter what camera angle you use, no matter what the landing, it's going to look good because it's double the length.
Right.
That's what she said.
And then having, I think it was Ortiz go over and hit it, and it clearly not be metal. Like, as soon as Jericho goes, he runs over and kind of like slaps it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cardboard. Yeah, you shouldn't have hit that.
Yeah. So we all agree WWE does the airbag thing much better when they do it, or crash pad.
Yeah, I mean, WWE production sucks for different reasons.
Yeah.
But they know how to do moments.
They've done some that were really, really bad. Jeff Hardy did like a swanton off a Titantron thing one time into a foam pit. You could clearly see
Oh yeah,
photo.
they've gotten lazy with it over like
The Shane McMahon ones when he like fell off the Titantron, that one's great. That looks stiff as shit. Whatever
The
he lands
Shane
on.
ones were awesome because they had legit plywood over top of the crash bag, so he's breaking
Right.
through something legit.
Yeah. So those
that-
were always really good. Like
That reminds me though of there was a spot. So during the SCU match and Bucks match, when Daniels made the save after he'd been on the outside, I thought if that would have like WWE's production on that would have made it even better. Like when I was watching,
Why?
it,
Because
like,
there'd be 7 camera cuts before he moved.
no, the camera cuts thing. Fuck that. Like it's the worst shit. It's AEW doesn't even come close to doing anything as bad as that. But no, like they just the way they had the like staging the ring. I guess they showed too much of Daniels over there, like during the right before he was going to come.
yeah,
in.
you should forget about
Yeah,
it more.
yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been so obvious. Like everybody would have still known it was coming, but it wouldn't have been like right in your face. So it was just a little thing. It wasn't anything that I thought.
And
Was
Cash, ever since he pointed out the quick camera cuts on WWE's kind of ruined it for me. I was like,
It's-
great. Now I can't unsee this.
It's so hard to watch.
But so yeah, this was our highest rated show ever, and I think 3 of the top 10 AEW matches ever, in my opinion. I know that's a bold statement, but
I don't see. I wouldn't go that far. They were all three. The 3 matches that were awesome on here were all awesome, but I don't know if they're even in my top 10 for AEW.
I think they're definitely in my conversation. I have to go through a list and really, really think about it. But they're all, these were some of my favorite, definitely on TV, not pay-per-view, definitely. I mean, it's not even close on TV, I think, but.
Like 3 of my favorite matches from this year, like already, and they're all from the same damn show.
WrestleMania Backlash. You saw a
Yeah, they're
copy
all
ahead,
from-
right?
Oh,
you can see the future.
When
Remember?
WrestleMania Backlash happens, just that whole card is going to replace in my top 10.
Have we talked about how dumb that is that it's called WrestleMania Backlash?
We should. It's pretty dumb.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody already kind of knew that's how the show was always booked.
Yeah, we know
Let's
it's a
not blatantly
backlash. Of,
say it.
yeah, WrestleMania. That's the thing. Yeah, backlash.
Are they really just thinking so many people that have Peacock because of other reasons are going to see the word WrestleMania in front of Backlash and watch it now?
Right.
I
Oh,
think-
WrestleMania's on again.
Yeah, like they could have at least changed the logo up a little bit, or made Backlash bigger or something, because it really does just look like WrestleMania again.
What happens when they keep doing this and they get around to WrestleMania again? Is it WrestleMania?
Yeah, I mean, they'll just call every show WrestleMania from now on.
Well, that was fun, and good job, AEW.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely trending in the right direction.
Yeah, and ratings wise, and even our approval wise, like that's what. Of course, our approval is what really matters. But
Right.
yeah, they might make some money too here. But
I
actually,
have it on good authority that they play these in the production meetings that you guys say they don't have.
yeah,
if so, hire me for production. Jesus Christ.
Hire me for anything. I'll work in catering. I just want to go to
Yes.
Florida.
Draven will eat
Wanna go to
catering.
Florida.
You can pay him to eat the catering.
Catering and do graphics would be a pretty sweet gig.
Yes, it will.
Tony Khan's an eccentric billionaire, and instead of like throwing away or donating the leftover catering, he just pays someone to eat it every night.
Well, he loves Japanese wrestling. Maybe you could be his young boy if he needs one of those.
Now that they're going to be traveling
I'm
again, if
open,
they need someone to help coordinate hotel stays,
There you go, Jason.
I could be that guy.
Yeah, so AEW, hey, we're your team.
I didn't contribute anything to this. So.
You barely contribute to the podcast.
Oh,
Wait, what?
You're going to be Dark Order member number VD.
ooh,
like-
I like it. Number
Wait,
two.
he feuds with 5 because that's V in Roman numerals, and you're the real.
Yeah.
There can only be one. And then I
I
get to
feud
do, hey, remember when I said I get to do my number 10, my 10 beatdown, which is murder and mutilate someone in the middle of the ring.
I have a 3-way feud with John Silver and -1 to be the shortest guy in Dark Order.
There you go. You and John Silver would be awesome. You and Brian Cage would be awesome, I think.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Okay,
I would, if Tony Khan's listening, I'd do either one.
So, so here's some homework. Next week, we each think of the best 3 people that one of us could work on the thing, and don't just stop giving away your answers if we're going to stick with that. But Omega, think of the best 3 people for Cash to work, and the best 3 for me to work, and I'll think of the vice versa. And Jason, you got to think of all of us, and we'll think of
and I'll be there too.
I will think of the best 3 acts that Jason can manage as well.
So wait,
best 3 fantasy picks he should write.
Oh, God.
So I'm thinking of 3 picks for each of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like homework. I was very confused.
Cash is already like, I can't do it. If there's homework,
I'm going to do this homework like I did in school. I'm not going to do it at all, and I'll just make it up on the fly.
Exactly. Yeah, I never did homework.
I need to call my high school girlfriend and see if she can do this for me, because that's what I do.
I think I'm going to be a little sick next week and not be able to do the podcast if there's going to be homework due.
So you know what's worse than regular homework is divorce homework, because that's what my lawyer gave me paperwork and said, here's your divorce homework, and I was like, this is the worst.
Oh, man.
So we'll end with my divorce.
All right.
Are we all clapping? Let's all clap for Vance's divorce.
No, the clap is why I'm getting the divorce.
Oh.
And
Timmy drip.
and good night, everybody.
Goodbye.